After 2 long as hell months have finally passed, update 6.0.0 or 600, whatever you want to call it, is finally here. Let's go over the most important stuff, that, in my opinion, really. First off is, realistically, the Juggernaut Remodel. I like this new Juggernaut Remodel. Sadly, we lost our good old-fashioned major character on literally Left 4 Survival, so that's depressing, I guess. So we'll just have to have a sad violin for them. I don't even know if I can put that in, but hopefully I can, maybe, I don't know. But realistically, I do like the new Juggernaut Remodel. The new, what's it called? Changes like features such as like damage and speed and health is decent already, so I wouldn't really change much there. So I realistically say the Juggernaut Remodel is already good enough. However, the points to get them is already going to be a problem enough when I talk about something else and it's going to be relevant. So right now I'll give the current Juggernaut thing a, I don't know, a 8 out of 10. I like it. Now next up is going to be the survival rescue mode feature. Okay, I have to get this out of the way. For some weird reason, they decided to remove survival mode and place rescue mode in its place. However, they also decided to remove the rescue mode's name, rescue, and put survival instead. Which doesn't make any sense, because number one, obviously, on survival, usually when you select, alright guys, we're gonna play survival, just like, oh okay, so you're expected to like outlast them as long as possible, or maybe until like the timer ends or something like that. But no, there's a rescue vehicle that appears after 4 to 5 minutes. This makes no sense. Like, what? Like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And especially the fact that, like, what happens on certain maps, like for an example, Snowy Peak or whatever it is, what happens if there's no rescue mode, which there is no, so like, is rescue not going to be on there? Is survival not going to be on there? Like, there's the problems like that. Realistically, I do not know why they decided to remove survival and place rescue mode in its place and rename it to survival, but I had highly recommended you change it back to how it was, survival mode and rescue mode like it used to be. Now the reasons for this is mainly because, like, yes, playing rescue mode all the time would be fun, but the fact that literally every single map now has a, oh, there's only really one good mode on each map, and that's the fact of rescue mode. If the rescue mode is not there, you have to be stuck with arena, escalation, or rapid infection, which arena and escalation are hella long matches, which you don't want to be playing all the time on a map that literally doesn't have rescue mode. I highly suggest you you add back survival mode. This does not make whatsoever, and I highly disagree with this. This, update, which is the survival x rescue mode, which I call it, I give it a 0 out of 10. I do not like it one bit, but maybe you guys like it, I don't know, tell me in the comments. But next up is, of course, rapid infection. Now in rapid infection, what they did was they removed the little shit dogs and they decided to put basic infected. Wonderful job. Toa actually has brain cells enough to know that the crawlers are actually shit, so he decides, let's just put the regular basic zombies because they are way better than usual, you know? They're way better than the regular dogs. So I'd say that's a pretty good change, especially the fact that now you can actually like kill these infected a little bit easier and shit now, and it's actually kind of a challenge on on rapid for both sides, kind of. So I'd say I like this change. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, I don't know. And that's rapid infection changes. Next up is, of course, the party system. Now, the party system has so many changes. First of all, the new incredible layout, and the fact that there's 2 choices to choose immediately kind of is strange, because what happens if someone immediately, like, invites you? You have to basically click on party, remember which one is which, be like, oh, that's the one, browse parties, and then click on it and it'll be like, oh, where is he? Oh, there it is. And what happens if you click the wrong one? Well, you have to basically go back and click the other one, which kind of does suck. So I would recommend that it would immediately, as soon as you would click on party, it would immediately go into browse mode, but there would be an option on the right side of the screen where it says like create party, and then instantly you have a created party immediately there, and then you could just invite them like usual. This is a better change since literally it's a lot faster to do, since all you have to do is just click one button there on the right side of the screen as soon as you press a party system or whatever. And also there's a current glitch, I believe, right now, where in the party system, in the browsing section, in the browsing and also what's it called, party create system, literally for some reason not everyone shows up. So literally, let's say like there's like a full server and there's three of your friends there, you're like, all right, I want to invite them. When you create the party, there's a high chance only one or maybe two of them will appear, and like three other randoms will just appear, and you cannot do anything. You can't even scroll through to see everyone else. Just those people will only be showed up. You have to say, well, good luck to the other people that I can't recruit for some reason. So hopefully they do fix that. But currently, for my suggestion of basically adding a button immediately when you press the party system and it's already in the browsing section, you could just have the what's it called, create party on the right side of the screen or something around there. Maybe on the bottom of the screen when you're scrolling through all of the people's profiles and names, hopefully there. So I would say right now I would give this a 4 out of 10 since of the glitch and also the fact that the layout is kind of strange. Next up is, of course, the thing I wanted to talk about, which was construction site. Well, let's go over construction site first. I do love construction site. I'm pretty sure now a lot of people love the new construction site map, since it is so not a ton bigger like the previous construction site, because that one was fucking massive. This map is a little bit more smaller, but it does have a lot more detail and a lot more things to actually look around to and a lot more places to actually go, instead of, oh, let's be on the sand or on top of buildings. I really do love this map. No basic arguments. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Next up is the health thing. So, and also the party thing, I forgot to mention that. But basically what I think about this thing is it's nice that we're going to have the health and stamina on the left side of the screen, and also our allies' health and stamina on the left side of the screen as well. But that kind of leaves the right side of the screen just this ammunition thing and a blank empty space below it for some reason. I don't know why. So my recommendation is you could have your own health and stamina be in the same bottom right corner with the ammunition on top, and the left side of the screen is only basically what's it called, your allies' health and stamina. So basically they're obviously horizontal, what's it called, vertically stacked up on each other. And the reason for this is mainly because if your health and stamina is also on the left side of the screen, your left side of the screen is going to be so filled up with stuff that you can't even really see the left side of your screen, since your health and stamina plus your allies' stuff is also filled up on the left side, meaning you are basically blind partially on that left side of the screen, which kind of sucks. So my recommendation is have your health and stamina be on the bottom right of the screen, while your allies' health is bottom left and also continues to stack vertically upwards, and that should be a pretty good change in my opinion. So right now I'd say it's like a 5 out of 10. Next up is the rank system. I really do like the rank system and the achievements and stuff like that in the background. Obviously, this is not really necessarily all finished, but one of the things I would have for like weapons is like how many kills you would have for like every single infected, or not just every single infected, how many total kills you have with the weapon. Because like, yes, total shots and total headshots are pretty good. I believe that mainly people are like, all right, how many kills do I have with this weapon? Is a little bit more beneficial and satisfying over than the headshots and damages, really. So right now I would say it's like a 6.5 out of 10, or not 6.5 out of 10, like a 7.5 out of 10. I really do like it, and hopefully they can add that change as well. Now the thing I really want to talk about, infected points. Now, if you don't know, basically there's a new way to actually select infected as your infected. To basically select the other special infected, you need points to select them for now. So now they've been replaced with infected points and not coins. So that basically makes coins even more useless, really. So the way you get infected points is you damage or kill survivors, but also as a survivor you can actually kill infected, and that somehow gets you infected points. So next time when you're infected, you actually have points, which is kind of nice and all, and which this does not seem like a bad idea at first, but this is necessarily a bad idea or a bad thing when you literally are playing on an incredibly open map, like for an example Colossal Camp or maybe Forbidden Valley, because those maps are so open and infected are so far away from you when they spawn, and it can easily be seen as soon as they spawn in, making them so easy to just kill immediately since they can't do anything about it. And the fact that literally every single time they die, they get like 5 to 10 points, I forgot how much it was, meaning they can literally do nothing apart from the fact of continuously dying, trying to get closer to you with no luck, or they can somehow get lucky and choose a pretty good infected auto-selected, obviously like a Francisco or like a Tangler or something like that though. But that doesn't happen very much often, and even if you do get auto-selected, you will still get lasered from afar, so that's already a problem enough since you don't even have that many points as soon as you spawn in. Now what I believe is the main problem about this new feature, and that's the fact that literally every single game, so basically after the 2 rounds and you're gonna go play on a new map, on a new game mode, all of your infected points are just gone. They are removed. You will start back with 10 infected points, which basically makes the argument of immediately you are on a very open wide map with no points and you're a basic infected dying over and over and over even more outrageous, because you can't do anything and you have to basically do the exact same process every other game, which is just frustrating, literally. I don't know why they decided to make it so literally all of your points are just gone, especially the fact that if you're infected on the first round and on the second round you kill like 30 zombies or infected, and you're just like, all right, nice, when we're infected we're gonna have a shitload of points now. No, you can't, because you're gonna be infected on the first round of another game and you're gonna have all your points gone and they're gonna have an open wide map, literally meaning infected points as a survivor on the second round is just useless. It is completely useless, pointless, since you can't even use them next time when you're an infected, especially when you respawn. You don't have any points. This just makes it so much dumber, and oh my god, dude. What I would suggest for this infected points system is have it so however many you have, 50% or at least like 30 or 40% of those points will be saved the next time you play on what's it called, next match. So for an example, let's say you got like, I don't know, 130 points. So the next time you're a survivor, like on the first or second round of a next game, you will have like, I don't know, 70 or 60 points. You know, not all of it, but you'll still have a decent amount instead of it all being gone. And obviously when you continue to get higher and higher amount of points, it really doesn't kind of matter, since, you know, you will still have a decent amount of points, but that will still make it so you actually have to try to damage and then kill survivors in order to use those points, you know, to make those points very valuable. Realistically, this infected point system is just terrible, especially for people who are infected the first round, and on the second round they can't do anything since they won't even get points to use as a zombie, since literally the second match they will have no points anymore. Those are my problems with this current update, and the good stuff, like for an example, the Juggernaut Remodel and the party system kind of, and especially the construction site, are just awesome. Infected points, I'm gonna give a rating of 2.5 out of 10. Please fix it, and please take my suggestion dearly. Tell me what you guys think about in the comments down below. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Just type a multi-paragraph thing. I might read it if I want to. And yeah, I'll see you guys in about 42 years and have a great game.